Hello, I'm Christy Willard, and I wanted to let you all know I was diagnosed with breast cancer back in May. And it was amazing having the church family pray for me. I'm never one to ask for prayer for myself. I'm more than happy to do it for everybody else. But when it comes to me, I was like, no, no, no. And Pastor Chuck was like, yes, yes, yes. And so you did. And during that time, I really was in the Word deeply with going through various trials. They make you stronger. They give you endurance. That's James, and it just really spoke to my heart. Well, I ended up having surgery in June. I had a lumpectomy, and so this was a solid month of all this going on. And when my results came back a week later, it said that I was cancer-free. So my first pathology with a biopsy said I had cancer, and this one came back, you are cancer-free. And I know it's the Lord and all the prayers and everybody praying for me, and it was a miracle. It's just nothing short of that. I know that Pastor Chuck calls me the walking, talking miracle, and it's true. I honestly think it's true. One thing that this has taught me that is so amazing is people, especially right now in these times, are hurting and they want prayer. Whether they know Jesus or not, they actually want prayer. And so in my doctor's office, while I was waiting for a test, there was a woman in there who was younger than me, and she was crying visibly, tears coming down her face. And I walked over to her and asked, mask to mask, if I could pray for her, and she didn't say no. And so I did. I just boldly prayed for her right there, that whatever, I didn't need to know what was wrong, but God knew, and God could handle it and give her the peace and comfort that only can come from Him, which was another verse I was relying on, not being anxious for anything. And the peace that comes from God, it doesn't come from anybody else, it comes from Him, that she would feel that at that moment. And she told me, thank you. And then I was called for my appointment. And since that moment, I have been more bold in my faith than ever before in my life. I will tell people I'll pray for them and not just say, I'm gonna pray for you and walk away. I pray for them right there at that moment, whether it's on the phone, in person, whether they're a believer or not, and I have yet to have anybody say no. I know that day will come, but right now it's not there, and especially probably in these times. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody who prayed for me. I felt it. I know it was there because of the healing, but I did feel it. I was never anxious. I was always at peace. I am a person who has to be in control and wants to get everything done and wants to do everything, and I had no control over the situation at all. And so I know that that was from God. And just to have people praying for you and people coming up and checking on you, it is an amazing feeling to know that the body of Christ is working together in our community. My name is Christy Willard, and I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Christ.